Hi again, guys. This is Carl from the Sense of Kings. I'm here with Mustafa, and we just having a little conversation, just a brief little chat. Now, one of the things I said to Mustafa, sorry, is that in the UK, where we have some sort of gang culture going on, like some people say it's worse than it really is, but anyway, one of the things that I witnessed a few times was that there could be two rival gangs there to fight each other. But if there is a Gambian in one and a Gambian in a rival crew, you will normally find they won't fight each other because they know somewhere down the line that they're related or they know the family members. And that sense of what would you call it? That sense of camaraderie and the understanding doesn't just happen there and then or because of their family, but it goes back to their ancestors. There's something that just clicked to me when Mustafa was explaining this to me about he can trace back his name Dabu all the way down, even if he went to another country, is that us as sometimes those of us who are Caribbean or of Caribbean descent, and we have that name. So my name is Sanderson. I can only trace it back to maybe 4 generations, and then after that it stays with that person who owned us as slaves. But there's a cut-off point where we don't know who our family was back in the motherland of Africa. And I think that's part of the reason for why we might have an issue when it comes to understanding who we are and knowing our identity. Because like I said, there's many times I've seen Gambians be in rival gangs and they'd be like, I'm not fighting you because that's my cousin, or that she knows my mum, and they will not do nothing. Because back home, back here in Gambia, it'd be a problem for them. They were bringing shame onto that tribe or onto that name. But what do we have as an identity, as Caribbeans, and those of us who have that name that we can't trace back? What do we have? And this is why it's important, we say in the Sense of Kings, knowing your worth and your identity means you have power. Because when you're in situations where you're pit against each other and you don't know what to do, just like those Gambians who are able to turn themselves away, you can turn them and say, I don't want to do that. That's my family. So I'm just saying, it's a bigger thing. It's nice to know that your name is important, just as much as who you are is important. So guys, understand your worth plus your identity means you always be in control. You always will have power. We can use so much different scenarios, but please just take that one there. Thank you very much, Mustafa. Thank you. I'm learning so much. I'm learning.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm learning. So
ask
thank you.
Question as much as you can.
I will. Oh gosh, the night's not even finished yet. Alright. So who knows what might come up. Anyway, worth plus identity equals power. The Sense of Kings.
Ask question as much as you can.
Yeah.
Worth plus identity equals to power. Welcome, sir.
Mustafa. Dabu.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.